Alrighty, I'm back. Maybe. Haven't streamed in like 3 months, so not completely confident that I remember how to do this. But in theory, I should be live. Let's see. Looks like Twitch is live. That seems to be the case. Let's check YouTube. Toot toot toot. Unclear. YouTube is live? Oh wait. Maybe? Why is the title wrong? I gotta update that. I gotta update that in Restream. That's right. Yeah. I mean, all in all, I remembered how to do most aspects of streaming. Some small aspects I missed. How's it going, Pepega? I dabble in some chess. I played poker for like 8 hours today, so I figured it was time for some chess. Also, I haven't streamed chess in like 3 months, maybe more, so. But yeah, I moved. I'm in a new apartment, so I'm still like in the process of, you know, getting everything set up. So I don't know, the stream, it doesn't look great in my opinion. The lighting is kind of weird because I don't really, like, I'm using like this stupid light. I'll get it all set up better later, but I mostly wanted to make sure that, you know, the internet can handle it and computer's set up correctly and all that. How's it going, Suspenser? I guess, you know, we all got a little Roman in us, probably. How do I like it? I like it here a lot. I've only been here like a week, but so far so good. So, all right, should we, you know, just jump on in? The water's fine. Probably. But yeah, hopefully the audio's good. It is a little echoey in here, which is probably not ideal for audio, but hopefully that's, you know, not too bad. You're doing great. Nice. Okay, I've been wanting to learn something new against D4, but I don't know if I'll do it here. Let's do this, I guess. The category is still poker. Thank you for telling me that, because that should not be the case. All right, let's see if I can figure out how to change that. I told it chess, but I might have told it wrong. You're a new man, started playing the Dutch. All right, we'll just do... how do I change it? I can't remember how to stream. Man, I honestly don't know how to change it. Did that work? Hopefully. Now, on YouTube, what does it say? Who knows? Who knows who knows what's going on YouTube? All right. The guy wants to trade bishops. Bully for him. Yeah, okay, the layout looks pretty good. I mean, nothing should have changed in the layout, but that doesn't necessarily mean that something didn't change. Probably I should take it. I've been all right. Looks like some position. Something is different the last time you saw me. I did not grow a bread. No. I've had a beard for, I don't know, a long time. As long as I've been streaming. So it's not the beard. My hair's longer than it's been in a while. That could be what you're thinking of. I mean, alright, guy. But yeah, the hair's pretty long, so it could be that. Oh, I haven't always worn... Well, I mean, I have always worn glasses, but I wore contacts for a long time. But then I ran out of contacts, and I, like, haven't cared enough to go get them renewed. Or to go get like, a new prescription. So yeah, it could be glasses. That's possible. There's some, like, almost tactic. But I can't figure it out. But it almost exists. Alright, I don't know. I can't really find better than this. How's it going, Thaddeus? Did I get my money up? What does that mean? How's it going, Cheesy Gazebo? There shouldn't be any stream delay. Yeah, there's like 2 seconds of stream delay, which counts as 0. Okay, that actually is sort of interesting because now I actually can go here, which I didn't have the option of before. I was planning to just go here, and I thought it was a very, very small sort of thing. But I guess now I can try to do stuff on dark squares. One. You think this is best chest? Well, I don't know about that. How's it going, M. Quander? Yeah, I'm gonna try to start getting back into chess streaming. I do want to get back into it. How's it going, John? Hello, Malcolm Tucker. Yeah, it has been a long time. I haven't streamed in, I think, about 3 months. Something like that. Yeah, I think I played poker for about 8 hours. Something like that. Been a year since you've streamed? Did I win playing poker while away from chess? I mean, I'm up a little bit. It's not like, you know, like any amount that I'm up is still just on the poker site, so it doesn't really count, you know? But yeah, I've been doing okay with poker. Sealsmith doesn't like grits, can we trust him? That's a fair question. How's it going, Bear? A Southerner that doesn't like grits. Yeah, there are 1 or 2 of us. Sealsmith got evicted for selling Fent. That may not be accurate. Okay, that looks like it just blunders a piece. But maybe I'm missing something. I've missed things before. So I don't see a difference between knight takes f4 first and then f6 or f6 first. But again, there might be some difference. I feel like this is ever so slightly better. Am I playing on the Jason Alexander poker site? I don't know what that is. Well, I have to play f6 in some order or another to make it work. I have seen Jason Alexander play poker, but not online. But I've seen a televised show that he played on. I did not buy a house. I am in an apartment. And actually, this apartment is smaller than the last one. But I think it's nicer, but it's smaller. This one is a studio. No, I'm still in Birmingham, Master John. You liked this move order? I didn't really see a big difference, but this seemed a little more forcing or something. I don't know. How's it going, Chillato? I was like, if I do the other move order, he could just play like knight c6 or something, like some stupid move that still loses a piece, but my knight's just chilling on h5, not really doing anything. I mean, I guess it's always... Yeah, nah, I guess this is better. Trade more pieces. Okay, what happened? Just a second. Thaddeus, thank you for the sub. 33 months. All right, never play f6. Okay. Yeah. That's probably the best that he could do given the circumstances. But I'm not gonna not take a knight. Yeah, I didn't see Queen G4, but... Well, this feels like a natural target, doesn't it? At Camel Clutcher. How's it going, Nick? Play the King's Gambit next game, white. Wait, did you redeem the thing that I never do? Come on, you should know I'm not gonna do that. I would never do that. But how's it going, Chess Master? Alright, what all did he say? Play the King's Gambit next Y game, and if black takes, play Knight C3 and a Queen H4, play King E2. I don't know how you would count it. There's a Bong Cloud. Okay, wait. Kasparov played this in a game once. Oh, it's gotta be good. C, D's, L, nut. Yeah, that's a good one. Good one. Exclam. Probably. I sort of refuse to calculate more. I calculated enough. Doot, 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 doot. (2017) Kasparov. Yeah, I think I found the maximum pain for Mr. Chess S 2011. Doot 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 doot. Yeah, it's like pre-interference. That's yeah, it's interference. It's not often you play Bishop E1 with black. Although I did it in my speedrun. Because I played every move. Pass interference defense. Yeah, sure. Doo-doo. I've got a good feeling about this game. That's pretty good. I mean, the guy kind of just like hung a piece for no reason. But I don't think I did anything like wrong. Opening was probably a little, you know, not very testing, but I did sort of regret here that I didn't play C5. C5 seems like, you know, good kind of move. But whatever, I mean, can't matter too much. I didn't consider knight e4 here, but okay, that makes sense. Pretty good center control if I play knight e4. It wants to take with the bishop. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it's just trading everything. Yeah, okay, I guess this is a more... You know, it's a small thing, but c6 isn't really a useful move. After this, you were kind of getting a free tempo later. So it makes sense. Yeah, and I was trying to make some tactic work with this pin, but this knight can always capture something, so couldn't really get it to work. Did Twitch reset your watch rate, or did I sneak in a secret stream? I didn't sneak in nothing, I can promise you that. Yeah, and then it was equal, and then the guy hung a bit, you know, hung everything. So it says f6 actually is much better. I guess you guys can't see the eval and all that. You can see the bar, but it says f6 is -4.5 and knight takes f4 is -3. I guess it doesn't matter too much, but I guess the problem is what happened, where his queen gets on the e6 pawn. But okay. I did think maybe he would play b4, but I still figured I liked my bishop on this diagonal. I was pretty happy with rook a d8, to be honest, because I felt like rook a e8 was very obvious, but less testing. The computer says rook a e8 is best, and then it likes queen b6. I mean, both of those moves are extremely direct, but I just thought this was good because it's, you know, we're getting the d file. And then he did immediately blunder, proving me correct, I guess, so. And yeah, bishop e1 was, yeah, everything was good. Now we're up too much material. It says queen e5 is mate in 7. Okay, it doesn't really matter at this point. Good game. Is this a viewer? Because I've played them before. Played them twice before. Who knows how long ago it was? I guess we'll play the Makagonov. Missing a cooking stream redeem. I don't even like know how to cook. Do I look like a guy who knows how to cook? I look like a guy who knows how to. Oh, anyway. I guess that's a compliment. I'll take it as a compliment. What's that emote? Oh, it's a Zephcat emote. I get it. Man, I wanted to play G4 and the guy made it all the more tempting. Take. I shouldn't really care about any of that, should I? Could play Queen D2 first. I guess that might be slightly better. Might be. How's it going, Wolf? I hope this was the move that won. Or the sequence. Okay, well, I mean... I won't turn my nose up at it. I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to, like, be worried about. I assume something. I just don't know what. Make them worry about checkmate? That's, yeah. You got lots of good advice today, Wolf. Sage wisdom. Yeah, that's what they like to do. It is what they like to do. But, I mean, I still don't know what to really be worried about. I was just gonna take with a bishop. Because, yeah, I don't... It could be. I don't really want to mess around with this pawn. Yeah, that's annoying. That's not a good move. Extra cozy in streams where cheesy gazebo is bad. Butter Kex. Never seen that emote or heard of that, but what is that? It's not an emote. Let's see. I haven't played OTB in maybe a couple months. But I hit 1800. That was my big OTB milestone. That was I think in February. And then then I played one tournament since then, which I lost, 10 points. So I'm like 1790 or 1780 something right now. This is probably better. For some reason. Probably better. Yeah, probably better. His queen's kind of like not got a ton of squares. This looks bad for him. I think I did good. Didn't peek. I mean, I kind of peek sat. Like, not intentionally, but. For all promotional material, yeah, I mean, my flare on Reddit was updated. Pretty sure my Lichess profile was updated. So yeah, everything says 1800 now. 4 games online in a row, dang. Can I take on Knight Sant? All right, give me the open file. Do we have a runner? What's going on here? How do I get in there, though? You would have thought that I had a plan for that, but I kind of didn't. I mean, that can't be right, right? I mean, what are we doing here? How's it going, Ruby? Oh no, bishop f4. I'm pawn f4. That's a pawn? That's what that piece is called. Yay, I win. Yeah, I don't know about trading queens. I just like the look of rook d6. Like for a while I didn't even consider rook d6 after trading queens. I was only looking at knight d6, and I didn't see where my attack was coming. The computer does say that basically it was a flawless game except for taking with the queen. So I don't know. I don't know if I missed something or it just takes with the knight and says that black's king is stupid. I would believe that, you know. I would believe it. Last leg of a trip in the hotel is nice. Nice. Where did you go if you don't mind sharing? Good game night or in for FIS. All right, what is the computer? Okay, it says bishop g5, which I also saw was legal. But I'm not gonna claim to understand why it's so good. Seattle. I've never been to the Pacific Northwest. I guess you could argue that's the only like quadrant of the country that I haven't been to. Because I've been to Las Vegas and Los Angeles, so that covers Southwest. I live in the Southeast. I've been to, you know, many places in the Northeast. Bishop on D5. Wait. Bishop on G5. He meant defends D8. Well, the computer line, which you can't see, is difficult for me to understand. It says bishop G5, queen F7, and then bishop H6. Well, the guy can't take it, because if he trades, then queen H6 is mate. So I understand that. But what if he does anything else? Like take my knight, for example. I guess the point is that queen G5 is a threat. Yeah, well, that looks good. Was H6, G6 the right move or knight G5 check? Let's see. So basically the graph is one of those where it just like goes up like constantly. Yeah, so knight H5 is ill-timed here. But I mean, the computer does say like you might as well just play knight F4 and be down a pawn rather than go back to F6 and just have a, you know, really passive position. And yeah, I mean, there's some counterplay for black, but I mean, wasn't too. A4 is the right idea. It says I should play A3. I can believe that. I just figured I didn't care too much about this stuff. Here I was debating between B3 and B4. It says B3 is clearly better. I figured the pawn on B4 was just a bit loose. Yeah, and I totally missed queen F6, but I'm sort of fortunate that E5 exists. Because E5 is +1, and anything else is -1. How's it going, Bouncy? You've lived in every directional region of the US except the Northeast. Dang, I've only lived in the Southeast. But yeah, I navigated this sequence well. It's not like I saw the whole thing in advance. Like, I sort of figured my follow-up would be knight e4, but then I realized that that lost a piece. So I decided not to do that. Bishop e3 is the only move. G5 is the best move. Yeah, I mean, a lot of times in these Makagonovs, what happens to me is I get my pawns up here, and I want to do a pawn break, but it's hard for me to engineer the break in such a way that they can't just lock the structure. So having the queen here is sort of bad because it lets me get this break in where he can't just keep it locked. So it became difficult for black to keep the king sheltered there. Yeah. Okay, it wants to play h4 immediately instead of knight e5 or knight e4. Sorry. I don't know why. So for some reason, the computer line is h4, g4, then knight e4, and it plays queen e7. Whereas against knight e4 right away, it plays queen d8. I don't know what the distinction is. I don't know why it's playing a different, but I assume that's okay. Now it says the moves are pretty close. But... do I know a lot of QI theory for white? What's QI? Is that Queen's Indian? Because I know I don't know much. But this wasn't a Queen's Indian, so that's why I'm confused. How's it going, Pavlikich? It's true this is not Elden Ring. My computer can barely play Elden Ring, so I don't think I could stream it. I think my computer would blow up. QI theory sounds like a Scrabble thing. That's true. Oh. Okay, so anyway, H4 and 94. I didn't see H4 just yet. 94 just seems so automatic. Still is. But yeah, it prefers Queen D8 for some unknown reason. Is there some reason that it can't play Queen D8 here? Yeah, now it says Queen D8 is much more bad than it was. I don't see what the difference is. I don't know. I refuse to figure it out. Yeah, I haven't cut my hair in a while, so it's gotten kind of long. Yeah, F5 was definitely a good try. The computer doesn't like it, but it muddied the waters. Because it kind of looks like white's about to have a lot of fun. You know? I was thinking G5, and then I was gonna... oh, it just says H6 right away. Is really strong. The queen is... I guess the queen gets trapped if he goes here, which I didn't see. Wait, oh, it's double check. That's what I didn't see. Okay, all right. I didn't see that it was double check. Forgot about this guy. He didn't really like play, so I forgot about him. Okay, then up a piece is good. I thought the queen was getting trapped after here and here, which I think would be true if, like, if it weren't for the fact that it's an illegal line. Queen f3, and then... oh wait, no, my knight doesn't exist anymore, so I can't play here. Never mind, okay. Forget everything I said. So anyway, f5 happened. My opponent probably calculated it better than I did. d6 was the right move. Oh, well, okay, d6 or hg. See, is this where... what was Wolf's question? Where did it happen? Something about this. No, yeah, it says d6 and hg are tied for the best. Wolf asked about this move. Yeah, it says that actually gives away a lot of the advantage, which I definitely would not have guessed. I guess the problem is that your knight's vulnerable in this square to f4 shenanigans. I guess that's the problem. How's it going, Zorex? No, I didn't. I have not taken a break from chess. I mean, I haven't really been playing as much as I used to, but I still play. Like, I used to play every day without exception. Now I probably play like 5 or 6 days a week. You know, every now and then there'll be a day that I don't play. But I still play all the time. Just, you know, I'm not really like grinding it. I'm not actively shooting for some OTB goal. Yeah, and then d6 is the best move. It was sort of just process of elimination. Like, I didn't really like any other move. So d6. And then here already it wants this bishop g5, but I guess this is where this is where I was talking about. It wants this. Against any move, it's playing bishop h6. Yeah, I mean, I guess we're just getting rid of this defender, and we've got this queen h6 is going to be too annoying. So, for example, it's giving here. It's even saying rook h6 is strong, which doesn't make much sense to me. Now it says rook h6 is the best move. Rook h6 plus 20. Rook dg1 on move 24 or 25. Yeah, I don't know why anyone would even think of rook h6. I don't get it either. Oh, okay, I see what it's saying now. Sort of. Well, no, I don't. Hello, Boner Pool. Okay, wait. So Master John, what about rook dg1 on move 24, 25? Okay. Maybe you meant maybe here? I don't know. I did consider it here. It doesn't seem to accomplish anything since the bishop's still defending if he takes the knight. Yeah, so I don't think it ever worked. But, I mean, white's attack is so big that it might still work. But, like, why sack a knight if you don't have to? Yeah, it says equal. It says you hung your knight, but it's still equal. So. Yeah, my hair's pretty long. I can't decide if I want to keep it long or what. Okay, so where were we? Yeah, we were trying to figure out these lines. Wait, no. Here. And then we were looking at this, and it said rook h6 is the strongest. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's just like, what are you doing about this? Oh man, this is really pretty. I don't know if what I'm looking at is actually correct. I was just noticing, like, if he goes here to stop queen g5, and I was looking at queen takes d6. Okay, it says just take this, which admittedly I forgot was hanging, and it's made in 10. I was thinking there was some mate here. But no, there's not. I'm stupid. See you in for, yeah, good game. This is how Makagonov King's Indian goes. Like, this is how they'll go, is sometimes black just gets rolled and it never really, like, gets out of the gate. It's a really tricky variation. But yeah, the server analysis suggests queen c7. And still bishop h6 is too strong. It's a hard move to play when your knight's hanging, but yeah, I mean, this is just way too much. We're losing the rook too. Okay, so this was the one blunder of the game. And yeah, I mean, this was sort of what I was looking at, and I wasn't really sure, you know, what I was going to do. Like, if he went here, for example. But I figured, you know, my pieces are great and his pieces are terrible. So, figure something out. Computer says rook g6. I guess this is coming. Alright, good game. Let's play another. Uh-oh, provisional rating, no game history. That's good. I'll never stress about the game. I'll never be afraid that it's a cheater. So far, same as the last game. Still the same as the last game. Even though h6 is a bad move. Still same as the last game. Oh, is that true, Zorax? I didn't know that. Okay, now we have a new game. Didn't the last guy play a5? Maybe he didn't. Maybe he... No, I think he played a5. Two. Knight e8. Exclam. I mean, g4 is what I want to play, but is it what I should play? I think very often it seems like throwing in queen d2 is smart. Yeah, I mean, forcing the king to this square really makes black question if he wants to play f5, I think. Yeah, this is looking like a very good version. So probably I'll lose. That's what usually happens, is I get a big attack and then I lose. Have I dropped any frames? That's a good question. I've dropped no frames. Because I don't have the... I have, like, I had gigabit internet at the old apartment. In this apartment, it comes with 100 megabit, but then you can upgrade to a gigabit if you want. But I figured I would see if the 100 megabit works for me, and then decide whether or not to upgrade. So far, it seems like it's working. Merry Christmas. Wait. Do you live in Australia? Like to spread cheer all year round. Okay, that's fair. I don't know that knight g3 was such a good move. I sort of just did it as a force of habit. Okay, he's starting to take... Well, not really. I mean, sort of. I guess he doesn't really have a threat. I mean, I'll probably just castle long anyway. Although, similar to the last game, I mean, I could play g5 here. He's sort of giving me a moment. And then again, what's he gonna do? Move his knight back? Like... Guess I'll just castle. Yeah, I don't think that he is playing, fast enough. In terms of tempo, not in terms of the clock. I've had a similar position OTB where I played f3, and if the guy took the knight, his queen would get trapped. I don't know, it doesn't really look like that's quite what's going on here. But it was a nice thought. Just bring this guy over. I think we got some good stuff brewing. It might be a good move, Pepega. You can get away with a lot of shit in some of these positions because Black's position is just so passive. All right, I think it's got to be g5 at this point. Probably g5 was right last turn. I was thinking in retrospect. I guess you always think in retrospect. So that was sort of redundant. Oof. Yeah, this cannot be right. Very tempting move. Knight takes h5 is also pretty tempting. There's a lot to be tempted by. Yeah, I mean, knight h5 looks really good too. Nah, I think knight f5 is better though. Hello, Dragon Emperor. Thank you for subscribing. Hello, Tommy Fukin Shelby. Yeah, I thought knight f5 might have been your stupid move. It's really very often not stupid, even when it's just hanging a knight. Well, okay, I mean, it's not just hanging a knight, but... like, there's often something to it, just because, like... you know. Do 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 do. Tried playing a serious rabbit game today, missed a hanging piece after a 3-minute think. Yeah, that sounds like chess. That's kind of what it's all about. Well, I mean, this wins my piece back. Which I guess is pretty good. Yes. I guess I should just be up some pawns at the end of the day. And I mean, Black's king is still not ideal. I don't think move order mattered a lot here, but let's give some more chances to blunder. Yeah, like I thought that was a blunder, for example. Good example of moves that I thought were blunders. How's it going, Camel? I guess it's alright. I guess it's a decent position. I don't know, man. It was like bad things might happen. Hey Ben, how's it going? I'll assume it's Ben. It could be Karen. Probably Ben. Yeah, I mean, this just looks so dead. Is he ever not dead? Nah, he's dead. What's my FIDE rating? I live in America. So I don't have one. I know I can have one, but I don't. I don't have like a reason to have one. Subtle threats. You're making me wonder if I have unsubtle. I thought I was just threatening that. But I thought that was kind of subtle. Maybe I had a better threat. Maybe here's... I guess that's probably better. Probably doesn't matter a ton. I guess I defended? I don't know. This hasn't really been the most convincing conversion. All right, but I got the job done. Man, I feel like I came really close to blowing that in game. That did not feel like good technique. How's it going, Rengar? Was that always winning? I'll tell you when the analysis finishes running. It was not a good endgame. Like, I know it wasn't good. I don't know exactly what went wrong. At one point it was maybe not winning. Which is a shame because like I crushed the guy up until then. I do think knight I wonder if knight g3 is kind of stupid. One of the computer's top moves, now it's the top move, now it's the second move. It says knight g1. So interesting. Would not have thought of that. But yeah, it says just long castle. Which yeah, makes sense to me. It doesn't really do, I mean, like, that's probably where I want my knight eventually, but then I can't ever play f3. It makes it difficult to play f, you know, I've got to work for f3 now. Yeah, and again here it says knight g. Every knight move I made was bad. The computer just like recommends undoing them. Now it says rook dg1's good. I mean, as is often the case in the Makagonov, it just says this is +2, and white can do no wrong. Ooh, it doesn't like g5. Well, okay, it says knight g5 is the, or I'm sorry, it says g5 is the second best move, and continuing to confound my understanding of the knight, it says knight f1 is the best move. But then how can I sack my knight on f5 later if I play knight f1? Knight f5, okay, now it says... Yeah, every move's good, that's why I couldn't figure out what to do. Because it says this is +3, this is +2.5. It was looking at this for a while. Now it says these moves are about tied. Hello, sorry for bothering you. Pavlovich with the quick trigger finger. So what I didn't like, what I ended up not liking about this, I figured queen takes was bad. I thought his queen was going to get trapped somehow. Like h4. And then he has to play here. I didn't really see how the queen was getting trapped, but like this can't be good, right? Like, but he has to play bishop g4 because otherwise this is happening. So, oh, I didn't see queen f3 here. But queen f3 doesn't change anything. This still traps it. So. So I saw this line and figured it was good for me. What I wasn't sure how to beat was if he took with the pawn, then I was going to take here, and I thought he would play bishop f6. Yeah, I mean, the computer's top choice here is not something that would have occurred to me. The top choice I understand more than the second choice, though. The computer's second choice is rook f1. And it says +3. And it says f4 is the best move, +4.5. I mean, like I believe that f4 is a good move. I don't know why it's so good, because like against f4 it says black should play king h8. Oh, because the bishop, because we're opening this. I get it. Okay. How's it going, KRV? I'm doing pretty well. How are you? So he can't really take, because then We're just like killing him. Okay, fair enough. I wasn't sure what to do there, and then like knight f5 I thought was just trapping the queen. Like I didn't really see how he was gonna get out of having his queen trapped. He found knight f4 here, which I missed. But I mean the threat is rook g4. There's not a lot that black can do to prevent that. But knight f4 gives the queen a square and it threatens taking the bishop with check. How's it going? It's initiative. Thank you. Yeah, I'm still, you could probably tell there's still boxes and stuff strewn everywhere. I've been here about a week, but should have everything, you know, tidied up within the next week. How's it going, Mass Refuge? So it says f6 is best. And then he should play king h8. I just figured f6 he would trade on d3, which I wanted to avoid because I liked my bishop. So I don't know. I mean, I guess if he takes the bishop, are we just taking back with the queen? I mean, it's another one where like I totally buy that he's in big trouble. I just thought this was a little more accurate, but it says it's not. Okay, I guess this is an extra bad version of it. This is similar to the game, where I took on h6. But now he's got the problem, the additional problem, that when I take this, I'm threatening queen h7 mate. And the rook's cooked. I didn't even see that. That probably could have happened in the game. No, because his knight moved, but... okay, if he goes here... Check. I mean, this is... Yeah, like... I don't know that it's really necessary to see everything here. This is just absolutely miserable for him. Let's see what happened. 1927 Ethos, thanks for following. And I missed Raul Albert. Oh, and I missed a raid from Jornis back. I apologize for that, Jornis back. Thank you for the raid. He's probably not still here. Okay. So we did this route. Yeah, so I didn't think move order mattered because I thought both lines would transpose. But I wanted to give him the opportunity to make blunders, like... Like, okay, e4 is a bit of an elementary blunder, taking the queen. I thought he shouldn't go to g8, and I'm right about that, but maybe not for the reason that happened in the game. And I thought if we did it the other way, like this, that maybe it would be a little more obvious that it's dangerous to go to g8. I don't know, they're about the same. But I thought maybe it was slightly trickier to play f6 first. The computer just says they're dead equal, and they transpose. Yeah, and he shouldn't go to g8. Yep, and this is the best line. I kind of missed that The knight defends h7 here. But yeah, 94 strong. How's it going, Chicken Crossroad? Yeah, I was trying to work out what happens after knight h5, but I think just rook g5 is good enough. And then like knight f6 is coming, and I was hoping there was some cool like double checkmate sort of thing, but I couldn't find it. But I wanted this to be a thing, but it's not. But it would have been cool. Oh, he can take the pawn. I didn't see that he could take the pawn. I just couldn't find a mate, but he can just take the pawn. Yeah, it says rook g5 is best. And then it says he should not bother saving the knight. Well, I mean, he can't, the knight's just trapped, I guess. I didn't notice that. Forgets OBS as a stop string. Yeah, sometimes I get sort of in my own little world here. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, that kind of concludes the part of the game where I played well. Then I kind of just butchered this endgame for the next 10-20 moves. Maybe I was resting on my laurels a little too much, because I sort of, like, the tenor of the game had been like, I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning. But, like, this is just an endgame where I'm up a pawn. I mean, yeah, like, I got passers, he's got bad pawns, this pawn's pretty good. Like, there's a lot of reasons that white's better. But, you know, there's some care that is required. It wants to play rook e1. Rook hg1's... Okay, they're like tied for the best move. I could also just take this, which of course I saw. I just thought that it would be better to play a little more actively. Do. Yeah, I mean, I didn't see that this just picks up this pawn cleanly. I mean, the pawn doesn't really matter, but the bishop being open matters. So yeah, I feel like sometimes I just miss these like really simple moves that just make the game like incredibly easier than it would otherwise be. Like if I find that move, then this conversion just becomes really simple, I think. Like it says after rook 1g5, it says that his best move is rook f6, which just hangs the bishop. You know, like so I gotta get better at finding these moves. These like knockout punches. And taking the pawn was better than playing rook d7. So yeah, I was trying to get a little too cute, probably. Yeah, I mean, again, I definitely didn't even consider this. But he can't really take because he's getting mated. Yeah, it says he has to just give back the material now. He has to play something to f7. But the threat is check, check, and then mate. And it's difficult to stop. So yeah, I didn't see that. Gave back a pawn, sort of. Yeah, I mean, again, pretty simple move, right? Like, just, you know, relieve this pressure on the rook, get a tempo on the bishop. I was pretty surprised he did. I thought his idea was going to be to come here. But I guess it's a little too late. Instead of bishop takes f5, why not rook g? That's what I did. You're talking about in this position? I mean, I would assume the answer is that this takes a pawn. Like, this wins a pawn. Yeah, I mean, if just rook GG7, like, he has defensive resources. I mean, you know, just taking this already stops the threat, right? I mean, yeah, rook GG7 is... I mean, I think that's the most natural move in the position. I'm being a little hard on myself because... You know, if I actually find this idea, then I don't... Like this is move 28, and the game went to move 49. So if I find this idea, I save myself, like, 20 moves of, you know, potentially blundering the game away, which I may have even done. We haven't gotten to the part where it says it was almost equal. Okay. Yeah, it wants to get here. Or here. Yeah, I mean, this makes a lot of sense, too. I tried to keep them from getting active. I think it was pretty reasonable. Okay, and then after... I played King E3 here, and then it says... I mean, it looks like that's very, very likely just a draw. After King E3, it says 0.0... I mean, it says 0.5 for white. And Black's response was rook h1, but he didn't... That's not the best move. Okay, well, I peeked and saw what it says the best move is, so I cheated a little bit. I didn't mean to. I guess you guys can also see it. Yeah, so the problem is this pawn, which should sort of be like, you know, on the radar is like, hey, that's weak. But after King E3, Rook H4 hits the pawn. Yeah, and I assume if we defend it, check here. Well, I don't know exactly what the problem is. Yeah, I don't know. I thought about Rook H2, but what about just Rook B2? I mean... Yeah, I mean, I guess we have to, like, win the game at some point. We're letting his king out. I guess the computer's just gonna let me have this pawn. Yeah, the computer's just gonna let me have the pawn. And it says you can't win. Because now my king's in the game. What a world. All rook and pawn in games are draws. But yeah, it says zeros. 0.0. So I think the takeaway is like our king has to defend both of these pawns, which obviously it can't do from the same square. And I think the lesson is you don't really want to commit to defending one pawn or the other until one of them is attacked. Because, like, it says the best move is either rook b7 or rook a7. Sorry, rook b6 or rook a7. And then if he goes after the pawn, then defend it. This is kind of a wasted move because we just defended a threat that didn't exist. I mean, my thought was like, hey, I'm attacking his pawn. Now his rook has to defend his pawn. But it doesn't, because he can go for this one. More important to defend the f2. Well, yeah, I would agree with that in general. I mean, another thing I was noticing just now is like, let's just let black take the pawn. Like, let's say we go rook b6. I mean, yeah, if he plays rook h2, like, I mean, okay, the computer is just playing here, but I think you could also make a really strong case to just take this pawn, or you could make a case to take the a pawn so that you're defending a2. But let's just take here, let him take this pawn, and then like, how is he gonna keep it? Okay, well, it says I drew the game now because he goes here now. It's so tough. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is like, you know, he can't really keep this pawn. Like if he takes f2 and we play king e3, like this pawn isn't going anywhere. Put my rook behind the f pawn? No. Now, but this does kind of fit with my theory based on this game of like when your king has to defend two and he can't do both from the same square, like wait until one's attacked before you commit to which one you're going to defend. Like now it's saying like just let this happen. I mean, this is a little more cut and dry, probably. This doesn't even really do anything, does it? Okay, so yeah, I don't know. It wasn't the best endgame. I did blow the game at this one moment. And it also doesn't... Okay, well, the computer's being weird, because it says rook b6 is the best move, but then when I play it, it says that it, you know, lost some eval. But, okay, from here we were back to just being fine. I mean, now the d-pawn's so strong. Yeah, I mean, like, the only thing he could try is defending the pawn, but then, I mean, I'm taking this, and his rook's really passive, and this is, like, yeah, I mean, you can't really hold on with black at this point. Ah, okay. There's a little trick here. I mean, I don't know that it necessarily has to happen, but the computer's top choice is rook a8, which feels like counterintuitive to me. But I think the idea is something like this. Well, okay, this is just too late. What I was trying to get to, I guess it doesn't really work here. Yeah, okay, never mind. What I was thinking doesn't really make sense, but I was trying to engineer some circumstance. Like, let's let black have some free move. Let's let black, like, go here. Is it we have this trick? Wait, no, we don't. What am I even talking about? I thought... Okay, I gotta, like, go to bed. I thought we had a skewer, but the pieces are backwards. So, I don't know, this is stupid. Just ignore me. I can't think anymore. Okay, anyway, we're winning. Hooray. Yay, I won. I don't know that I understood or learned anything, but that's okay. So yeah, one consequence of me moving is the area that I'm in now is much more busy. So in the mornings there's like noise. Not a lot, but there's some noise. And it's brighter in here than it was in my old apartment, which is probably a good thing. So I've actually managed to become like a normal person and have like a normal sleep schedule. So I'm actually kind of tired. Whereas old CL, you know, I'd stay up to 4 a.m. every night, and 9:40, I mean, this is like middle of my day. But now it's 9:40 p.m. and I'm like tired. I've been going to bed at like midnight. So anyway, that sort of segues into my next point, which is that I'm going to call it a stream. I think it was, I think I played 3 games and I think I won all 3. So that's pretty good. I would like to get back to 2100 rapid. I'm pretty close, 2080. Yeah, I didn't quite get there. I got to 2098. But yeah, thank you guys for being here. It's been good to be back, you know, in the streaming streets. I'm gonna try to, you know, be more consistent with it. I do want to do it more. But yeah, I've still got a little bit of moving to do. There's still a little bit of stuff left at the old place. And I've got to, you know, put everything away still. So it may still be, you know, another week before I start streaming regularly again. How's it going, Vindictive? Yeah, and I mean, I guess I'll still stream poker maybe occasionally, but yeah, I want to get back into streaming chess more. So I don't know what my routine will be, but hopefully there'll be more chess streams involved, or chess YouTube videos, or both. So anyway, I think I actually will raid you guys over to Pokerland. We'll raid Lenny. It looks like he's still going. Let's see how he's doing. Yeah, hard to say, but you know, he's usually doing pretty good. So yeah, let's send you guys over there. Force you guys to learn to appreciate poker. So you're not allowed to leave the... You have to watch and understand poker and ask questions and be like, how do I play poker? You know? You have to engage. All right? Yeah, you just barely made it, Vindictive, but nice job. You did OTB, nice. I do have the state championship coming up in about a month. That'll probably be my next big... there might be a tournament between now and then. I'm not sure, but state championship will be the next big one for sure for me. So, anyway, I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for tuning in. Bye, everybody.